Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining this live event. Today, our Business Central technical experts, Bhavang and Ishan, will go through the Business Central 2023 Wave 1 release. During this webinar, they will cover the following topics: application and user experience, introducing data analysis, introducing Copilot in Business Central, and what's new in the administration. If you have any questions during the webinar, please do not hesitate to use the question and answer section, and we will answer your questions at the end. I will now hand you over to Ishan.
Thank you, Visula. Hi, and welcome once again, and thanks for joining the webinar. In next 30 minutes, we'll share more about the possibilities to simplify the user experience and administrative processes with the help of new releases from this Wave 1 release for Business Central. I'm Ishan Patel, Senior Functional Consultant, along with my colleague Bhavang Richard, who is Senior Technical Consultant, will be your webinar hosts for today. During this webinar, we will guide you through the features that are planned to release from April 2023 through September 2023. Because this topic lists features that may not have been released yet, as well the delivery timelines may change and projected functionality may not be released. We have bifurcated each detailed topics into these 4 segments, but let's start with how these 4 features can help to enhance the user experience, or say help to manage the business processes. Application spans the functional capabilities of Business Central and contains the features that help customers manage their businesses. In 2023 release Wave 1, Microsoft is continuing to modernize financial and operational processes to give customers more advanced features as they grow their business. Some of the key features in this release are the intercompany posting feature that has been improved to make it easier to set up and for a better overview. Accounting period end process and analysis. In addition to dimensions, you can also add for analysis using statistical accounts, inventory and warehouse scenarios. There are improvements in the setup and demo data provided for better insights and make it simpler to configure new inventory features. Continuous customer requested improvements. This release also contains several features and enhancements that are implemented in response to some of the great ideas shared onto community. And more about these individual topics in a moment. Let's start with the first one, which is now you can define the posting policy per user in the user setup itself. So instead of managing it through the permission set, although user can make some mistake, now you can easily set up in the user setup what is the role of the user, whether the user should only be receiving or shipping, or should be only invoicing for inbound or outbound, or should be doing both of that. And based on the selection on this field purchase invoice posting policy, system is showing only those values at the time of receiving or shipping. Mail merge with Word templates. So we do like personalized stuffs, and when it comes to sharing the information via email from system to the customer, instead of sending generic information, we can now configure in the Word template using the various data sets that we can choose and personalize. Instead of dear customer, we can use the customer name and say dear Andrew and stuff like that. Company address from the company information, customer card, all those information you can data sets you can get into Word template and configure it and make it a personalized email to share with the customers. Drag and drop files. So instead, when it comes to attaching some information on the documents, so far user had to select attach files, browse the file, find it on the local machine, and that gets attached here. Now, with a simple click of attach files, system shows up this message box, attach a document wherein user can drag and drop the file that intended to be attached here, and system creates a link for it. So a very good feature to use. Now, many of the user can be uh, working more efficiently without using mouse with only using keyboard. But remembering all the shortcuts is a tedious job. And to overcome that, now, whenever you want to use any shortcut from keyboard, you just need to select left-hand side Alt key on your keyboard. And with any page having open on the screen, system will tell you which is the shortcut to access which action. So for instance, in this case, I'm on the customer, and if I need to access something into invoice tab, then I would say alter, and I can see I is the shortcut to go to invoice tab. When I say I, it would show further shortcut keys to access information within invoice, and I can navigate very easily only with the help of keyboard. So far, user was able to personalize their pages, fields. Later, it was introduced to uh, personalize their actions for the page. But now, with the release, user can also personalize the actions in the uh, lines part. So the actions for lines part can now be personalized with the help of this feature. So they can add the actions which are used most, and they don't need to every time search for it, whether it is in manage, line, order, or page. They can just personalize it, bring it everything under manage, pin it, and it's part of the page. So far, uh, only the fields available in the list or personalization add field were only available to add on the pages. But now with this release, almost all the fields available in the table are available to be added on the page. So user can have more insights about the information on the list page and on the card page. They can add more information on the pages, and it's more insightful. What they need, they can just see it on the screen. If you are having multiple entities configured into same database, then often it comes a challenge to synchronize the master data between all the companies and setups. But with this release, now you can choose which should be your base company to synchronize the master and setups with other companies. You can decide what all table information should be synchronized, and within that table, you can also select which all field information should be synchronized. Once this is set up, system will then take care of master data and setup synchronization within all the companies. Nice feature. Intercompany posting. If you are having multiple entities and if you are using intercompany, you might have seen both these screens, intercompany setup and intercompany partners, but separately. So when setting up it first time or reviewing it to make some changes later, you need to access both these pages separately. But now with this release, you have both these information attached on a page. So if you are just looking for intercompany setup, it will give you information about this company and the other partners who are configured with this company. So more insights on same page. On one page, everything you need to know about intercompany. When it comes to reviewing the GL accounts faster or say manually, you know, you have nothing to say tick tick tick. This is reviewed, but with the help of this release, now you can decide which GL accounts should be reviewed manually, and based on the setup you done on the GL card, you can then go to review entries and then manually review the entries against those credits and debits. It becomes really very faster to review the account ledgers and these manually. Now this dimensions defining on the location was released years back, but with the release, this is now a complete feature. Now the dimensions you define on the location gets auto-selected on the lines when you select the location. It should, whether it is an journal line or order line. The moment you select the location, system will update the dimensions priorities defined on the location to that line. Now, when it comes to item tracking and upload of inventory or adjustment of inventory, you may need to select the item tracking lines manually against each line, and that really takes time. But with this release, you can just select this field on the journal batch, and according the system will add the tracking fields on the batch line itself to be entered there itself as a line. So you don't need to go to item tracking line and enter the information. You can just enter the information on the same line and system will take care of the rest. When creating a transfer order, if you need to select more than one item in a go, now you can do that by select the items that you want to add, say OK, and all these lines will be added to the transfer order lines in a go. Once the transfer orders are created, sometimes you may need to post more than one orders in a go. So far it was not possible, but now you can select, just like selecting multiple items, you can select multiple transfer orders and then select post batch. This will post the transfer orders together. Before posting it, you will get a request page where you can select multiple choices you want to do, and based on that, system will take the action. And the last one for this section is the undo transfer shipments. So sometimes wrong transfer order is posted, or a transfer order posted earlier is later on cancelled to be shipped. In that case, if the transfer order is only shipped and not received yet, then you can undo the transfer shipment by using this feature. That's it from me for now, and the rest of the topics will be taken care by my colleague Bhavang. He would help us to go through the topics.
Thank you. Thank you, Ishan. Next topic of today is data analysis. Microsoft has introduced data analysis with this release, where key users or end users can quickly extract the insights from data directly in Business Center with no need to involve the developers. It allows users to design data your way for each analysis and save your analysis for repetitive use. Let's deep dive on this feature. By default, this feature will be switch off. So Business Central administrator need to enable this feature under feature management. So under feature management, this is once this is enabled, it will be enabled for all users. Once feature enables, all list pages will have this boolean as analysis to switch between the list page and the analysis mode. Once switch, it opens the list page with the additional analysis capabilities. It has different areas on the analysis, data analysis view. It has the analysis tab panel here. It has the data area. So whatever the data filtered onto the list page will be available for the analysis. It has the columns. So whatever the additional columns needs to add or remove, or fields needs to add or remove from that columns area. And it has the additional filters where user can apply additional filters onto the analysis view. User can add new tab by pressing this plus button, which will open the multiple analysis tab. As like Excel, it has the some real-time statistics. So as soon as user switch to analysis mode, it will show the total number of rows visible. User can rearrange the columns by just drag and drop. It has the functionality to pin column. So important columns to visible at start of the data analysis, user can pin the columns. User can rename the multiple analysis tabs. So here it's just analysis 1. If the user has multiple analysis tabs, user can rename and give the appropriate the analysis view name by just renaming. User can arrange those analysis tabs. So whatever the analysis tab are arranged at the start of the analysis view will be default available, and it will be visible to the users when users switch to the analysis mode. User can drill down to the specific big details like the customer, if there is an analysis with the customer information or the item information, user can drill down to the relevant card page. From column sidebar, user can choose which columns to show or can clear all columns. So as soon as the columns panel open, there will be the list of columns will be available. User can just select this to remove all columns, or user can add some additional columns onto the analysis view. Moreover, any date fields will have default hierarchy available, where year, quarter, month will be the default hierarchy. So any posting date or document date user want to analyze for per year or quarter or month, user just need to use that date hierarchy. So in your analysis, you don't need to apply any additional logic. By just selecting the relevant date hierarchy, analytical grouping can be done by the users. User can apply additional filters, which will be applicable to local analysis tab only. Now, this analysis one has the posting date filter applied. Now that filter will be applicable to that analysis one only. So if there are multiple analysis view, the current filters will not be affect the other analysis view. User can group data using pivot by rows and column level. It is fabulous to play around data view, same as Excel within the Business Central without taking data out of Business Central. User can mark or select the specific cells to view the statistics. So as soon as some columns are marked or some rows are marked, it will show the statistics similar to the Excel. user can mark the rows to copy it to the external apps like PowerPoint, Excel, and then the same analysis view can be copied for the presentation. It has the export feature using which analysis view can be exported to Excel or CSV. Now, next topic, that's the Copilot. And hot topic of this year, AI. According to survey, 9 out of 10 user wants the AI on their day-to-day work. Microsoft has bring Copilot to its Business Central application or the business application, but Business Central also got its first feature on items. Using Copilot, user can create new items with just uploading picture of it. There is another Copilot feature, which is marketing author marketing copy to generate marketing text using Copilot. Create different versions of marketing text based on the nature of business and products. Publish to Shopify. Let's deep dive. User can create new item using picture of it. So here on the screenshot, there is an item list page open. Now on click of new, there will be a new option, new from picture. Just drag and drop the picture onto the upload dialog box. Copilot will suggest item category. So Copilot will analyze the image of product and it will suggest what the best category as per the configuration on your business application. It will suggest the category and the template to apply. Also, user can enter the relevant item attributes on the same script. And then just click OK. It will create item with picture, attributes, and other required fields which are default on that item template. Consider product design team in fast moving e-commerce business where number of products needs to be created on weekly basis. Now that minimize whole duration to create number of products with this feature. Nice feature introduced by Microsoft to create the bulk products. Now considering previous business scenario, after creating products, marketing team requires to create innovative product description, which requires skill to generate such text for products. Copilot has made that part of business easy using the AI. It has new field introduced, marketing text, and available on item card fact box to create using Copilot. User can generate innovative marketing text by just clicking off action, create with Copilot. Using create with Copilot, system will suggest marketing text using the AI and considering other factors like item attributes and the additional categories set onto the item card. If user is not fully happy with the descriptive generated by Copilot, then it can still add it and allow AI to generate multiple versions until it finds the appropriate for product and business. Moreover, it has additional settings to generate marketing text based on the nature of business. User can set different tone like inspiring, formal, or creative. So according to your business and the product need, the different settings can be applied, and AI will use those settings to generate the informative marketing text for your products. Additionally, emphasize quality. Choose from list of predefined qualities that you want to emphasize into the text. Format and length. Use this option to control general structure of the text like tagline and paragraph or only paragraph or just a brief introduction sentence, etc. settings can be applied. Last topic of today, what's new in Business Central administration? Couple of nice self-service feature introduced by Microsoft in this release, like environment recovery, environment restore, environment transfer, and service tags. Let's deep dive. Environment recovery. In past, Microsoft has received number of service requests to restore environment in case admin has erroneously removed environment. Now, Business Central admin no need to contact partner or Microsoft in such event. Business Central admin has this functionality to restore remove environment. Environments rename to include the timestamp at deletion to bifurcate the different naming onto the environments. One tenant cannot have more than 10 recoverable environments at any point of time. Recoverable environments remain part of update schedule, but won't be updated until recovery. Restore environment is already part of previous Business Central administration. However, with this release, admin can restore backup anytime in the last 28 days of event happen. Further, admin can select if per tenant extension or third-party app source to uninstall. So additional advanced options given onto the environment restore. Or admin can skip the environment cleanup. Also, it will show the information on which version it will be restored to when user selects the specific backup of date and time. Environment transfer. Microsoft yet to release more information on this feature, but this will be again self-service feature. In some cases, administrators may want to transfer their D365 Business Central environment to other Azure AD tenant. For example, to consolidate environments when one company is acquired by the another, or partners to transfer a demo environment to their customers to test with. Internal administrator can request an environment transfer from the source tenant, then accept the transfer from the target tenant. So again, this is a nice feature when admin want to transfer the one Business Central administrator tenant to the another, or for partners when they create some demo environment for their customers. Service tag represents a group of IP address from or to which traffic from a specific service may come. The dynamic 365 Business Central service tag is automatically updated as the group of IP address, which change over time. So administrator can avoid frequent update to network security rules to keep up to date with those changes. For example, Azure function is used by one of Business Central app, and administrator want to restrict the access traffic to that function only through the Business Central. Then Business Central admin can set up a rule onto the Business Central admin where this incoming traffic or the service tag can be set as a dynamic 365 Business Central, which will allow that particular Azure functions to access only to that Business Central environment tenant. Moreover, there is a coming soon feature, which is restrict traffic to or from web client and restrict traffic to or from Teams and Excel integrations. So again, nice features where admin no need to update the IP addresses when the tenant changes or the tenant environment tenants are moved from one to another Azure AD. That's all from today's webinar topic. Thank you for joining webinar. Bisola, Over to you.
Thanks, Bhavang. I have a few questions for you. So the first question is, at what interval will the system synchronize master data across companies once enabled?
Right, I would like to answer this, and that is something you can configure in the job queues. So for each and every operation, you can configure a job queue that would get configured from the same page. And on those job queues, you can decide what should be that interval to update the data or synchronize the data. I hope that answers the query.
Thank you. The second question is, does opening balance for item tracked inventory affect system performance?
So I would again answer that. No, that won't have any impact on the system performance. It is just an easy way to enter the data instead of entering the information separately into reservation entries table or item tracking information table. You can easily enter on the same table on the same page, and posting would be done as it is. So no such effect on performance.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. The third question is the analysis tab available to all users designed by you?
Let me take this, Bisola. The analysis view tabs that any user has set up are visible only to that specific user. Other users won't be able to see this analysis view.
Brilliant. The fourth question I have is, are there any limitations on analysis view data roles?
Yeah, I can take this. The analysis view currently has a limit of 1 million rows. So as a workaround to this limitation, the set filters onto the page. So when user move to the analysis view, switch to the analysis view, user can set some additional filters onto the list page and then switch to the analysis view after that.
Thank you. And the final question I have is Copilot available with Business Central on-premises version?
Currently, it is not available on-premise version. It is just applicable to the Business Central SaaS version.
Thank you very much. So that is all the question and answers. If you have any more questions, please feel free to email us and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So we're going to move on to a fantastic offer we have for you, just specifically for you who have attended the webinars today. So if you are planning to upgrade your NAV to BC, we can assist you by providing a free analysis of your current system, which includes the following: modules used in the existing NAV solution, any customization or development carried out in your NAV environment, any add-ons deployed in your NAV environment, any third-party tool integrated with your NAV environment. Now, based on our findings of that analysis, we will present you with a detailed analysis together with an estimated cost for upgrading. And all this is free, saving you thousands of pounds. So this offer is a time-limited offer, and I urge you to take advantage of it. And it's only available until it's not only available, but it's available to you until Tuesday, the 2nd of May. All you need to do is simply email ahmed.m@mercuriusit. That's ahmed.m@mercuriusit to be able to register for that offer by Tuesday, the 2nd of May. Besides NAV, we can also assist you with earlier version of BC on-prem to upgrade you to the latest version of BC and help you migrate to cloud if you wish. For this, there is a Business Central Cloud migration offer, which is currently available at 40% off until June 2023. So next month, next couple of months. So I will urge you to also, when you, if you would like that offer, when you contact Ahmed, you can inquire about that offer as well. That is the Business Central Migration Promotion, which is 40% off until June. So if you have any further inquiry, please don't hesitate to contact ahmed.m@mcreosit.com. Thank you for attending this webinar. And if you would like to watch our previous webinars, please do visit our website under the On-Demand Webinar tab. Thank you again, and we'll see you again in our next webinar.